Recently, social media business celebrities Gary Vee and Grant Cardone have started taking shots at home ownership, calling it a bad idea. Their position is that if you took that money you spent on your mortgage payment and instead invested it in rental properties that bring a positive cash flow, it would be a smarter financial move. If it doesn't throw off positive cash each month, it's not a good investment, they say. Let's take a look at this. While I agree with them in theory, in practice, this is ridiculous. First, you have to live somewhere. If you're an adult and your parents will let you live with them rent-free for the next 40 or 50 years, hey, maybe you should go for it. But if you've instead decided to make the decision to live life on your own, or if your parents aren't down with that long-term plan, now this is a problem. You have to pay rent, and rent can cost more than your mortgage would in many markets. Even if it's a little less, you're building zero equity, and you don't get the tax savings that homeownership brings. If you pay $1,000 a month rent for 5 years, that's $60,000 in rent payments with nothing to show for it. And let's put the pure dollar aside for a second. How great is it to be able to make your house a home? You can work to get it just the way you like it for yourself and your family, and you can't do those things in a rental. Okay, let's jump back into the numbers. First-time home buyers tend to focus on two things: the price of the home they're buying and the monthly payment, and it's entirely understandable. But there's something else to consider: the future value of the home. Appreciation, or the rising of home prices over time, is how the majority of wealth is built in real estate. That makes real estate one of the more stable long-term investments. Prices don't always go up, but history has shown a solid appreciation over time. But what if the prices go down? That's never pleasant in the short term, but when it happens, you're basically doing the same thing you're doing if you're paying rent, aren't you? Plus, you're still going to get the tax benefits. Paying off a mortgage during your working years also allows you to remove a large expense from your plate during retirement. My dad often said to me that paying off the house was the best thing he ever did financially. He and my mom were able to enjoy a nice retirement due mainly to the equity that they had built in their home. I'll be blunt, without it, there would have been no retirement for them. And the same is true for a lot of people. You can shave almost 8 years off a 30-year mortgage by just making one more mortgage payment per year applied to your principal balance. Let's face it, everything has gotten so much more expensive. For those struggling to put money away, paying a mortgage can create a savings cushion that renting just cannot. Owning a home does not guarantee a higher net worth, nor does it remove the need to be financially responsible, but it does provide a structure in which one can build wealth and provide the setting for you to enjoy your life more with your family. The earlier you buy, the more wealth you have an opportunity to create. What you do today can absolutely affect your financial picture. So enjoy the benefits of home ownership, and as your wealth grows, then we can start looking at also investing in other forms of real estate to bring the joys of positive cash flow into your life.